Dear students, today we have come up with a new topic, that is joints, and we are going to also discuss about the types of joints. Let's get started. A joint is a kind of articulation which is used to describe the union or joining of any two or more bones of the skeleton. Joints facilitate movement of the body parts. The force generated by the contraction of muscles is used to carry out the movements through joints. This study of joints is called arthrology. According to the mobility, joints are of three types: immovable, slightly movable, and freely movable joints. And joints may be classified into three main categories: fibrous, which is the immovable joint; cartilaginous, that is the slightly movable joint; and the synovial, which is freely movable joints. Fibrous joints are immovable or fixed joints in which no movement between the bones is possible, because articulating bones are very tightly held with the help of white fibrous connective tissue in the form of sutures. In this type, movement is not possible because there is no space between the bones. The examples include sutures of the flat skull bones, that is the coronal suture between the frontal and the parietal bones. Next is sagittal suture uniting two parietal bones. Lumboid suture uniting both parietal and occipital bones. Also, peg and socket joints, that is the articulation of roots of teeth with the sockets of jaw bones, is an example of immovable joints. Slightly movable joints permit some movement but provide less stability than immovable joints. These joints can be structurally classified as cartilaginous joints, as bones are connected by cartilage at the joints. Two types of cartilage may be found at cartilaginous joints, that is hyaline cartilage and fibrocartilage. Hyaline cartilage is flexible and elastic, while fibrocartilage is stronger and less flexible. The pubic symphysis, where a pad of cartilage unites the two pubic bones, and human spine are examples of cartilaginous or slightly movable joints. For your information, the symphysis is the term used to describe a partly movable joint, where the bone ends and are separated by a pad of fibrocartilage. Next is synovial joints or freely movable joints. Now these joints allow extensive movements of the articulating bones upon each other, and the space between the two bones is called synovial cavity. This synovial cavity is filled with a viscous and slippery fluid which acts as a lubricant and reduces the friction between the bones during movement. Now that there are 6 types of synovial joints: ball and socket joint, hinge joint, pivot joint, gliding joint, condyloid or ellipsoid joint, and saddle joint. We are going to have a brief description about each one of this in the upcoming slides. The first one is the ball and socket joint. In this type of joint, one rounded ball-shaped extremity of a bone fits into a cavity or a socket in another bone, permitting the movement in all directions. It is the most freely movable joint, and the examples are the shoulder joint and the hip joint. The second type of synovial joint is the hinge joint. In this type, one rounded surface of a bone is received into another in such a way that movement is only possible in one plane, as occurs in the movement of a hinge. Knee joint, elbow joint are the examples of hinge joint. The third type of synovial joint is the pivot joint, and in this type, only the rotatory movement is possible of one bone on the other, which remains stationary. Now, joint between radius and ulna is an example of pivot joint. The fourth type of synovial joint is the gliding joint or the plane joint, and in this type, two flat surfaces of bone glide on each other. The joint between the carpal bones and between the tarsal bones are the examples of gliding joints. Next type of synovial joint is the condyloid or the ellipsoid joint, where an oval-shaped condyle of one bone fits into an elliptical concavity of another bone. It is similar to a hinge joint, but it permits movement in two planes, mind it. The joints between the metacarpals and phalanges, the wrist joints, these are the examples of condyloid or ellipsoid joints. The sixth type of synovial joint is the saddle joint, and in this type of joint, a projection of one bone fits into a saddle-shaped depression in another bone. Now for your information, saddle is a leather seat that is placed on the back of a horse generally or any other animal for a rider to sit on it. So in other words, saddle joint is the joint where one of the bones forming the joint that resemble a saddle with the other bone resting on it like a rider on a horse. The joint between the trapezium of carpus and metacarpal of thumb is an example of saddle joint. So this was all about the joints and the type of joints. In the next lesson, again we are going to come up with a new topic. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you.